how are you thinking about, and maybe this leads into USDG or some of these things for you, but like, how are you thinking about the commercial layer here? What are investors raising eyebrows at in terms of what you're building financially? Because I'm imagining it's different than payment processing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's different for sure. My dream is to do all of this for free, like free to the end user and to make money as indirectly as possible. I still don't really know how possible that is, to be honest with you. You start out, your costs are high. As you gain scale and build partnerships, they drop considerably. And then your your indirect revenue streams start to pick up. And we have lots of spreadsheets that show that we can make these things work. Truth is that we don't totally know yet. We're finding out.
Are you guys still, I'm sending 2 payments to you. You're in London, or $2 payment to you in London. Network fees, gas fees, like you're not taking spread on that right now, on ramping, off ramping, like, so it's literally zero cost. But you guys are paying something there, right?
Yeah, well, gas fees are super, super, super cheap. They're trivially expensive. We use Solana. Solana is fast and cheap. It's really on-ramps and off-ramps.
Don't shoot the messenger.
On-ramps and off-ramps are the things that cost you money. There are some off-ramps that make you money.
Or you're saying just for you guys in the future?
Yeah. Well, yeah, there are off-ramps that exist that make you money. And, the question is just like, how do you balance these things? And then there are going to be, we went through this at Monzo. There are going to be then some set of like unprofitable activities or behaviors or whatever that over time you have to optimize away in one way or another through fees, through other tools. My hope is that the efficiency of stablecoins, the lack of a need for a float, the speed with which you can move the money, USDG economics, like all of these things together, really substantially change our cost base. And I think the other thing is like we have a belief, which is so far largely borne out, that it's possible to build a product like this with like far fewer people than were necessary a few years ago. So, we won't be able to survive forever as 30 people, but, we probably don't need to be like 15,000 people either. And so the fundamental economics of this are very different. And our hope is that we can kind of bring almost like a domestic banking business model to international payments and just like really eliminate the idea of an international payment for most people, for most things. Not for everyone, not for everything, but in the same way that you don't think about making a long distance phone call or a local phone call anymore. You just make a call or you make a WhatsApp video call or FaceTime or whatever. And it doesn't really matter whether or not the person you're talking to is next to you or they're on the other side of the world. It doesn't cost you any different amount and the quality of the call is the same. We think that should be true for payments. And that was impossible 10 years ago. And we think it is increasingly possible today.